Hi, I'm Josh Stockel. Welcome to the first episode of the Landed podcast, where dirt work meets real talk. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to have you watching this. This is a new endeavor for us. Our goal is to just interview various company owners in the land clearing, excavation, demolition, basically the dirt services. Have these guys on the show and talk about their companies. I know when I first started my company, I know I own Blue Goat Land Leads. I've also owned other contractor type businesses as well, even a pie shop, which I'm sure we'll get into that one day. But what I found is every time I had a business that I was getting into a certain industry, like I really wanted someone to give me more insight on the operations and the marketing and who do I hire next and what do we do to make sure that this company hits the next growth stage and the next growth stage. And so over and over again, um, this was something that really helped me when I had like a coach or a podcast or a YouTube channel that gave me insight. So that's what we want to do. Just want to be a resource to the dirt services. So who am I? I run this company, Blue Goat Land Leads. We've been generating leads for almost a decade now for all types of industries, but we found that all of our land clearing, demolition, excavation guys just did really, really well. And so the more I worked with these guys, the better the results. And I found that I just really liked talking and getting to know these guys. So we decided, you know what, let's just focus on this. Let's build leads for these types of companies. And so we've worked with little ones, solo entrepreneurs all the way up to big teams. And we've got some guests coming on soon. I think our very first episode, well, I shouldn't say first, I guess the next episode, but our first guest is going to be a couple of owners of some really big companies. I'm looking forward to for you guys to meet them and us to interview them. But yeah, so I'm hoping that this will be a great resource for you guys. This is for land clearing, excavation, demolition. If you have a tractor, even if you have a skid steer, like heavy machinery operators, if you are one of those guys, this is for you. Like this podcast is for you to learn and listen and grow from. And what you can expect is that we're going to do at least one episode per month. We might do two. I'm still working through that, but we'll for sure do one per month. We'll have varying size company owners come in. We'll have varying guests with different backgrounds. We're going to ask like get to know you questions. We're going to ask about their company. We're going to ask numbers. We're going to ask operations. We're going to ask for, like if you now that you've been doing this 20 years, what would you say to you at day one in terms of your company and how you could improve things or do things differently? We'll talk all kinds of topics like equipment and marketing and sales and operations and hiring and firing and all that stuff. So, again, want to be a resource to you guys. A lot of the stuff that we're going to cover are things that I wish somebody would have told me when we first started, and things that hopefully you would want to hear if you were to first start or wherever you're at in the stage of the game. Like we want to give you that information and give you the resources to continue to grow your company. So hopefully this will be of value to you. We'll keep it to about 45 minutes to an hour. We're not going to get into fluffy stuff. We're not going to make this a sales marketing gimmicky thing. We're going to have just real conversations with real guys out in the field. But in order for you to hear about the next episode, like and follow, right? You hear it all the time. So we'll have our Spotify, we'll have our Apple Podcasts, all the podcast spots. We'll have this there. And then on Facebook and on YouTube, we've got channels for you to like. So like and subscribe to those so that you know when the next episode launches and you make sure you catch the interviews. So take care of those things, and we will see you next. I think in about a week we're going to launch our first episode with our first guests. I don't want to say the name of them. I kind of wanted it to be a surprise, but these guys are some big dogs in Texas, some of the biggest, one of the biggest companies in Texas, just dominating, killing it right now. So I'm looking forward to having them on the show. We're going to get to know them a little better and give you guys an opportunity to hear from them. So like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff, and we will talk soon. See ya.